Regents Park is a 202-unit condominium community in the heart of Harris Green and footsteps away from Victoria's vibrant Old Town. The community is composed of two towers situated on a half-city block with ample setbacks and green spaces. 1010 View Street was the first tower constructed in 1991 and is an 11-story steel and concrete building with 77 units. 1020 View Street is the second tower, completed in 1992, and is a 17-story steel and concrete building with 125 units. These units are highly sought after by buyers looking to make their move into a comfortable urban downtown environment. I will be providing you with information on the property and some key metrics of its real estate vitality. As the saying goes, location, location, location. This building hits the spot. With a walk score of 98, Regents Park is surrounded by high-quality retail, restaurants, coffee shops, banks, schools, theaters, and easy access to transit. But how does Regents Park stand out in the Victoria real estate market? Over the last 6 years, there have been 86 listings on the Victoria Multiple Listing Service. 63 of those listings sold, 14 expired, and 9 were cancelled by the owners. These statistics reflect the demand for strata units at 1010 and 1020 View Street. These numbers show that most owners sell their units successfully and that there is high demand from local condo buyers. This demand is attributed to Regents Park's superb location, superior unit size. The smallest units in this complex are 960 square feet, 100% parking ratio, and well-maintained grounds and fitness and pool facilities. Turnover of strata units at Regents Park is relatively low, at about 11 units or 5% per year. This again reflects the quality of life and overall happiness of residents at Regents Park. The complex did see a small increase in 2011 with 14 sales. This is likely explained by the extraordinarily high prices of residential real estate in mid-2010. Owners would have recognized the high value and decided to liquidate their investment at that time. As median condo prices from May 2010 to December 2014 have fallen 6.4%, so has condo sales and listing activity at Regents Park. In 2014, there were only 8 sales, quite below the 6-year average of 10.5 sales per annum. When talking about value, there are a few different metrics to take into consideration. Let's start with assessed value, the value the municipal government multiplies the mill rate of property tax by. I have taken the time to aggregate the sum of the assessed values of all 202 units at Regents Park. This graph clearly visualizes that the complex experienced sound growth from 2003 through until about 2008 financial crisis. Since 2010, the assessed value of the buildings have remained steady and are beginning to decline. This decline is due to factors like increased inventory of new condo developments in the downtown core, the age of the lobby and facilities, and depressed sales activity in recent years. The most important piece of value is within individual sales and listing prices. I have put together an area line graph of MLS prices since January 1st, 2010 through until December 31st, 2014. The green graph represents actual sold values. The white graph behind represents listing prices. The distance between the two is the spread between what a unit is advertised for sale for and what it actually sells for. This graph can be interpreted as what owners perceive value to be and what buyers perceive value to be. I have excluded an outlier in the data, and that was the single penthouse listing. We can see that the 1-bed plus den and 2-bedroom units sell for between $330,000 and $365,000 on average. The peak of value was in 2011 when there were 14 owners who cashed in on the hot market that peaked in mid-2010. Since then, the value of an individual strata lot has declined about $25,000 to $30,000. Owners still perceive their units to be worth more than what today's discerning buyer is willing to pay, and rightfully so, as Regents Park has solid fundamentals. But you also have to keep in mind that the macro market of condominiums in Victoria has fallen about 6.2% since 2010. The Strata Corporation at Regents Park recognizes this and is taking active steps to retain and increase value. For example, a large-scale renovation is planned for the lobbies in the near term. In the medium and long term, the Strata is executing a plan to upgrade the fitness and pool facility and the carpeting and doors on each floor. A significant holdback is also within each individual owner's suite. As these buildings were built in the early 1990s, the bylaws still require carpeting. Most owners have not been updating their suites to compete with the style and quality of other condos that are now hitting the market. Overall, Regents Park represents superb value in terms of livable space, location, price, and security. This building does allow for some rentals and pets. Rents start at about $1,400 per month. Turnover among renters is also relatively low. If you have any additional questions about Regents Park or real estate in Victoria, give Dustin Miller at Sotheby's International Realty a call. Text